Now, George Gamow in 1954 and Crick in 1961, they concluded that genetic code is triplet. What do we mean by genetic code is triplet? That sequence of three nitrogenous bases codes for one amino acid. What do we mean by the triplet genetic code? Sequence of three nitrogenous bases codes for one amino acid, and this sequence of three nitrogenous base which codes for one amino acid is called codon. Okay? Now let us see. Let us make the table. It is U C A G. U C A and G. Let us make the triplet genetic code. How to make? Let us see. Yeah, U C A G, U C A G, U C A G, U C A G. How the table will be formed? First U, U, and third one is U. U, U, and C. U, U, and A. U, U, and G. Similarly, we can fill the table. Let us fill here. C, second is A, second codon, and third is U, C, A, G. We can fill here. First codon is A, second is C, third is U, C, A, G. This is how, if we complete the table, we will get how many? That is 64 codons. Now, the 64 codons, they can code for 20 amino acids. So, this genetic code, that is the triplet genetic code, is sufficient, and to code for, it codes for 20 amino acids. And Marshall Nirenberg and Hargobind Khurana, the Indian scientist, they determined which sequence of codon codes for which amino acid, like UUU. Like UUU, it codes for phenylalanine. UUA codes for leucine. UUG also codes for leucine. CCU, CCC, CCA, and CCG, they code for proline. We can see these four codons, they code for alanine. Now, which codon out of these 64 codons, which codon codes for which amino acid? It was determined by Marshall Nirenberg and Hargobind Khurana. Now, let us see what are the characteristics or characteristic features of DNA. What are the characteristic features of DNA? The first property of DNA is triplet nature. Triplet nature means कि sequence of three nitrogenous bases codes for one amino acid, and this sequence of three nitrogenous bases is called a codon. Like CAU is a codon, CAC is a codon, ACU is a codon. So the sequence of three nitrogenous bases which codes for one amino acid, that sequence is called codon. And the first, second, and third letter, they represent which direction? 5-2, three dash direction, that is UUG, it codes for. This is the direction, this is in the 5 dash end, and then towards the 3 dash end they are moving.